Welcome to Poets from the Neighborhood. I am VeerajaR, and this episode marks our 5th year of Poets from the Neighborhood on WCTV, and appropriately we have a very special poet with us today.
I'm Bill Brown, and it's wonderful to be here. We hope you'll enjoy the poems that we're reading today. The first poem is The Cairns, and Cairns is a word, comes from the Gaelic, which means stacking stones. The Cairns. They're stacked beside the creek on a hidden gravel road. Patience and craft, the artful searching, seeing, chipping, shaping. Mostly limestone, each rock millions of years forming, fossilized, story-filled, itself a cairn. The hours spent in rugged contemplation, water burble, wind and leaves, the forest sway. A present for those who pass as the earth crumbles in time what human hands have made. I stack words to remember what words alone can't say. The tongue is an eye, a poet wrote, not just a choking muscle fumbling with age. The earth a grave of lost words, stones and children's bones, a cairn itself crude and holy. This gift is in the labor mother taught. Scraped palms, broken nails, tired backs, the ordered wonder of shape.
Uncertainty by S.R. Lee. Variable time moves faster, slower, even within one afternoon. Uneven, possibly confusing. What to do now, later, yet supper may come soon. Variable sorts of many papers scattered on the desk, which to read, financial news or letters filled with jests. Variable talk addresses needs or tells about a friend. Will folk listen or ignore to the story to its end? Variable thoughts jiggle in time as afternoon moves on. Write them down. Take time for this, for several may be strong.
Our Pact. My brother would read my quiet sorrow, follow me to our room, and stand at the door staring while I sulked on the bed, head toward the wall. When I turned to confront him, I'd catch dirty shorts in my face. Lighten up, he'd say, you ain't dead yet. I'd perform my leaping tackle, and he'd tickle me until I gave up, half silly and drunk with anger. We'd laugh at my teenage grief. How serious I was about football, and Becky Lewis, she dumped me once a week. At night, he'd fart under the covers, claim it was an earthquake, and the bed shook like a lifeboat in a storm. Camping at Price's Pond, he found black flint arrowhead, which he would rub before calling a host of owls around our fire loud enough to wake the dead. These frames passed through my head like coming attractions at the picture show this morning as I woke to the pastel light of hospital green. My brother's vital signs blipped across the screen, and his lips quivered for the words an aneurysm had stolen from his tongue. I found myself saying, lighten up, you ain't dead yet. You ain't dead yet, saying it over and over until the phrase became our secret pact. As powerful as black arrowheads, magic owl calls, and his tight grip on my hand.
The Old Grave Digger by Louise, Colln. Digging a grave or a hole to grow a tree, or tending a garden of flowers that clusters the burning bush of his early days. His hands rest easy on a spade handle, his shoulders shift in the rhythm of his contented life. He doesn't hurry, but the whole scared off or rounded, appears quickly, then drifts away into the parts of his mind where love keeps love alive. He was once young, digging a grave for his favorite dog in his backyard, sensing death outside his favorite TV show, learned trust drift out with discarded dirt. Over the years, he finds again that love which can be touched can dig in hidden tears deep into his soul. No words can ease his distance from the eyes his eyes want to see, the body his arms ache to hold. He dreams in memories of the life he longs to live again, watching a burning bush drift cold into a dark, dead sky.
On a park bench in heaven, my grandparents sit staring through all that holiness which glimmers, they think, like freezing rain on winter trees. They were pleased to be here at first, flattered to be taken despite all their Sunday plowing. The pearly gates are just fine, my grandmother says, but she'd trade the lot for a tin of snuff. My grandfather would sell his soul for a pocket watch. He's tired of asking every saint that flies by what time it is. All this gold and silver remind them of the dining room at the Holiday Inn. What they really miss is the smell of honeysuckle or the way woodland violets circle trillium like a wedding quilt in spring. We've been here 20 years, my grandfather says, and to date, no funerals, no sick friends, no floods, no droughts, and no nips of whiskey at the general store on Saturday afternoons, and heart music. Day and night, not one angel flat picks or sings a whiskey tenor. In the pickup glove compartment of his heart, he wonders if hell wasn't a little more like Tennessee.
A Speck, poem by me, VeerajaR. A speck in the circle of life, we in the ever-expanding universe seek the beginning or chase the end. Thank you for watching Poets from the Neighborhood. We hope you'll join us again soon.